Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. So far, I haven't been too impressed with Brandon Sanderson's secret projects. Both Tress of the Emerald Sea and the Frugal Wizard's Guide to Surviving Medieval England were lukewarm books for me. They were amazing, but they also weren't bad. My biggest issue with Tress of the Emerald Sea was the narration choice. I almost didn't even read Yumi and the Nightmare Painter the moment I realized that it was, again, Hoid narrating as a non-POV character. Almost. I, of course, did a video detailing my issues with Hoid as a non-POV narrator in Tress of the Emerald Sea. Feel free to check that out. I'd obviously love if you watched more videos, link in the description down below. But for the purpose of this video, I'll sum up my issues with Tress. Hoid withheld information needlessly. He flaunted Cosmere references, which to me was a big turnoff when I didn't actually understand the Cosmere reference. I thought maybe I was missing something essential to the plot. And often Hoid's and Tress's opinions kind of blended and mixed together, and it was difficult to discern between whose opinion was whose, and it made the characters hard to connect with. Although Tress was enjoyable, I was not sure if I was ready to handle these frustrations so soon. But I went ahead and gave it a chance, and I was absolutely floored at how much I loved Hoid's narration. I didn't feel like he withheld information. I didn't feel like he was flaunting Cosmere references this time. And probably the most important is I could actually connect with the characters and Hoid because their opinions were very clearly separated. I want to qualify that statement. One personal change could have affected my opinion about Hoid. Since Tress, I have read Rhythm of War, so I'm more up to date on my Cosmere knowledge. I'm wondering if I hadn't read Rhythm of War, if I would have enjoyed the inclusion of design in this story. Besides being pleasantly surprised with Hoid's narration, there are plenty of other things that I also enjoyed. The setting was amazing. Modern settings are very rare in epic fantasy. I've struggled to find modern fantasy that is an urban fantasy or portal fantasies or modern retellings of fairy tales. So I would like to publicly thank Brandon Sanderson for bringing my list of modern epic fantasies up to a whopping 2. I will reveal the first at the end of this video. I also enjoyed the characters. I especially liked the characters around Painter. Otherwise, though I enjoyed being with all of them, I felt like none of them were really super memorable, including both main characters. I got a little bored with the main character Painter's self-deprecating attitude. I personally felt like his personality felt way too similar to the main character of the Frugal Wizard books. Though I can say that Painter was more memorable than the main character of Frugal Wizard, whose name I'd have to look up if I actually cared enough to do it. Most of Brandon Sanderson's books, and honestly epic fantasy in general, this is kind of a token of epic fantasy, so I don't feel like saying this is a spoiler, but they deal with big, epic, magic world problems. I won't say any specifics, but I really liked this one. I thought it was fun and pretty interesting. The next portion of this video does contain some spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, make sure you click subscribe, like the video, and keep watching because the algorithm is king. Finally, let's talk romance. As romantic relationships go in Brandon Sanderson's novels, I can get into them. I know some of you guys hate them, but I don't have such strong feelings. When I think about the romances in his novels, though, I think of them as kind of stiff, as if they lack a spark. Even the relationships that I love seem to lack that spark. The romantic arc in this book is fun, it's interesting, it kept me reading, and I'll even say there was a shadow of a spark, but still for me the spark isn't quite there. Now that I've had some space from the novel, I actually feel like I'm a little bit dissatisfied with the ending to the romantic arc. Entering full-on spoiler moment right now, the ending he gave us before the epilogue, where Yumi was just gone, was so poetic. It left me like almost aching for Painter that he lost her. But as I thought about it, I thought, well, you know what? He deserves to have some confidence on his own and maybe meet somebody else and potentially restore his friendships. And I don't know, I just felt like the loss of this girl could mean some really amazing growth for him. And then the epilogue, she's there and happily ever after, and It's a romance, okay, we've got to have that happily ever after, but I feel like it would have been more meaningful if she hadn't come back. All in all, I finished hoping that we could come back to Painter and Yumi's world. And I even wondered if I might like Tress better with a reread. Okay, here's that other modern epic fantasy that I teased earlier. Click on the card to learn more about the Green Bone Saga. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.